What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cops and robbers, dogs and cats, and elephants of the internet? This is Devon with Gaming in Progress, and today we're going to be looking at Dust Bowl. We'll be playing this on Conquest Large as well, so please note that. The description of this map is: the small desert town of Joad is off the beaten path and well known for meth trafficking problems. The cops have had enough and are on the scene to shut it all down. So basically, this is a Conquest Large type map, and it's probably one of the bigger maps that'll be in this game. It's even pretty big, in my opinion, for Battlefield standards. As you can see, that house over there is the meth lab house, and then we've got several other houses and buildings in this town. There's a water tower over there you can climb up to and snipe off of. So that's helpful as well. There's quite a few pickups on this map as well. I might also show this in hotwire format, because it is a little bit different. Not so much layout-wise, just playstyle-wise. In this map, you're gonna want to probably use more ranged type weapons. You can still use close quarters combat when in buildings, but there are going to be large areas of the map where you're not going to have buildings or cover in general to really protect yourself. As you can see by the map, there are quite a few areas that the objectives aren't at, and the objectives are generally in the areas that have the most cover and buildings. Not really sure why it spawned me with the red stuff. Anyway, so if we look around here, we've got a fair amount of objectives, all the way from A through, what is it, E, I think? Yeah, A through E, or Alpha through Echo, if you want to use more proper terminology. One of the things I really like about all of these maps is the opening and closing of doors. There's a lot more doors to open and close. There's a lot more small environmental areas to destroy as well. As you could see, when that guy was coming up the stairs and he shot me with his 870, he completely obliterated the stair railing. Now over here, this is Alpha. There isn't really a lot of areas to kind of hide and protect yourself. You've got a small building or structure here. I wouldn't really call it a building. But you have a small structure here, and then you can also kind of hide around this radio tower here. But other than that, there's not really much to hide. This map is actually, in my opinion, kind of reminiscent of Nuketown. It's kind of got that old-fashioned 1950s style diner over there. And it just seems like they kind of took inspiration from Nuketown in the old-fashioned way it's done. As you can see, there are going to be a lot of areas where snipers can do extremely well, so if you prefer using long-range weapons, be it bolt action or the semi-automatic snipers, you are going to enjoy this map. Okay. So let's go check out Echo here. Echo is just a small gas station. You want to look out. One thing I want to note is hackers are actually pretty useful on this game because there are different areas they can use to damage you and other players. Okay then. Okay. So I'm gonna try and I'm gonna try and protect Echo before we lose it, if I can spawn in time. Okay. Alright, so we have Echo. But the gas station isn't really all that big. You have an area here for car repair and stuff, I'm guessing. This truck doesn't work at all. It's not a functioning one. Looks pretty good though for an older style truck. As silly as it sounds. I'm going to... what do I want to do here? Oh, that's right. Don't forget that your torch can be used as a weapon to damage stationary vehicles. I think, though, I'm going to get satchel charges. Right, that's satellite phone. Huh. Sabotage, trap vehicles, and interaction points detonate when used by unsuspecting. I think I'm gonna hold off, actually. I'm just gonna stick with the repair tool until I have better time, until I have a little bit more money to tinker around with both of those. Nope. Sorry about that. Anyway, so I'm gonna try and make my way back over to Echo, if I can. That'd be really nice. I'm gonna try and make my way back over to Echo so I can show you the diner that's right next to Echo. It's pretty much in between Echo and Bravo. I don't think I'm gonna get the sabotage thing. Oh, so it really is just like a freaking satchel charge. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna move my way over to Echo. I can do so without getting shot in the face.
I got him.
Really? Yeah. Fuck off, buddy. Okay, so I'm making my way towards Echo, and I force. Can I just show off this map, please? Anyway, okay, so we can't go to Echo right now. What we can do is we can go over here and check out Charlie. And if you check out under here, you've got like a basement area, kind of like a little smuggler's den with secret tunnels and stuff. This is actually, when you first go into the garage, it's actually intact. You can blow it up and go into the little area here as well. I'm not sure if this area is normally open or not. I think it is, though. So it's pretty neat. You get a little underground area to travel through. Good for losing enemy forces, or the robbers in this case. The robbers. Robbers. I don't know. And you get a little room in here. You have a grapple hook over here. Yep, a grapple hook. Not very effective in this game mode, really.
Throwing gas. Got us.
Oh, okay. So they have control of Charlie right now. Obviously, with Conquest, you want to control as many points as you can. And by controlling points, it decreases the other team's counter, and the more points you have, the faster theirs decreases, and all that jazz. So anyway, now that we have Echo, or we're about to have Echo, I don't think so. It's my objective, dude. I want it. The little snub-nosed revolver is really effective. It's like so beautifully overpowered. I mean, like, I don't even care because it's good. It does a lot of damage, but it makes up for it by having a short capacity, obviously, because it's a revolver. So okay, so now that we, yep. Can I just show off the diner, guys? Is that too much to ask? I guess so. Okay, so he's dead. We're gonna try and make our way to the diner. Just gotta be careful about it. Where do you go? Missed one in here or something. Right? Where'd he go?
Got a grenade.
Oh, he's in here. Nice try there,
Got
buddy.
that one.
Okay. Now, okay, that's secure. And let's make our way to the diner. Diner is actually a pretty cool place in my opinion, and it acts as a good transitional between Echo and Bravo. So it's a good place to kind of camp out as you're kind of healing or whatever if you're in a big firefight before you get to Bravo or Echo, whichever way you're going. And it can also be used as kind of a little base of operations to provide kind of covering and suppressive fire for your team. So this match is obviously Conquest Large, so it's probably going to go on for a while. Let's see. The only other place really to show is Delta. Delta is a basically abandoned mine. You have a mine shaft over there, and this was supposed to be like the main refinery area, I guess. I'm guessing it was never really completed because there's not really a lot of refinery equipment or anything that looks like refinery equipment in here. On Conquest, and I believe on Hotwire, and I believe Conquest rather, there's a M240 Bravo if you climb up this ladder and go in here. But apparently, unless somebody took it already, actually no, I don't see it's got a little thing for it, a little table or rack or whatever, like it does, like the other pickup weapons do, so I don't think it's available in Conquest, but it's definitely a good area to go for Hotwire, as there's a vehicle there that you capture, and then you can get the M240 Bravo and use that while you're in the vehicle, as long as you're not driving. Okay, so we're gonna head back to Bravo. This is probably the largest objective, and probably the most crucial to control, as it's at the center of the map, which is probably why they also made it the largest.
Hey, help over here.
There we go.
Tag that one.
As you can see, it's basically a rundown apartment complex. All the stuff inside the apartments is gone, but it's still evident that it was one at a time, and it makes for some good close quarters action. So if you'd prefer to stick to more close quarters side of things, I'd definitely recommend staying within close proximity to Bravo and trying to keep it on your faction. Regardless, even if you're doing close quarters and not, try and keep control of it, as it's crucial, in my opinion, for the map. And now we're gonna get a look at the dust storm coming up pretty soon. It's a Levolution type event. You don't really have control over it, it just will come in, kind of like the storm on, forget the name of that map on Battlefield 4. But just like the storm in that map and some of the others, you'll have a dust storm come in at a certain point after so long in the map. I think it comes in Hotwire too. I think I've only maybe seen it once in Hotwire, so not really positive. But it is definitely an event in Conquest Large, and it's pretty advantageous too, especially if you're using a suppressed weapon. Makes it kind of hard for the enemy to know where you're at. Okay. So the main area we need to take right now is Alpha.
Took out armed suspect. Sniper spotted.
As you can see, I can still manage to do damage even that far away with the K10, which is why I really am favoring it. It's probably going to be the first gun I get the weapons license for, just so I can use it on either faction. And it's definitely very effective with the heavy barrel or the suppressor. And with the heavy barrel, it's kind of like it's more like the Vector, or the civilian Vector rather.